Well, hello world. So, you know, over the past couple of weeks, I've been hearing a lot of this, Keaton Jones bullshit. The little pathetic Mighty Mouse that was picked on at school. Now, I have something to say about it. It's going to be unpopular, but just hear me out. So, he gets into a car with his mother, who is clearly, and I mean absolutely clearly, coaching the little fucker. And that bothers the shit out of me, first and foremost. But here's my biggest problem with the Keaton Jones thing. He has a lisp. He looks different. And he's being picked on and bullied. Cry me a fucking river. The reality is that bullying has been around since the dawn of time. You can look at it in animals, kittens, puppies, like baby everythings, until we grow up to realize that bullying is not a very nice thing to do. And there's some of us in the animal kingdom, including human beings, that just really don't understand that you're just being a giant douchebag, and eventually there's going to be somebody bigger, better, badder, stronger that's going to fucking knock you right the fuck out, take you down, doesn't matter. And if you don't believe me, trust me. Just look up on YouTube, goat knocks out cow. And if I'll try to leave a link in the description. So here's my big problem with this Keaton Jones thing. He got into a car. He was upset because he's being bullied. Again, around since the dawn of time. His mother coached him into a bunch of shit. And now the redneckery of his family is kind of putting the kibosh on the sympathy that he's getting. And I say good. His mom's a fucking redneck racist? Fine. Hate her for that. Hate him for that. Hate the whole family. His dad's a fucking jailbird. Hate him for that. Hate the whole family. Good on you. My biggest problem is when it comes down to bullying, there are three paths you take, really. You either let it happen, or you rat them out, and that usually makes it worse, or you fucking fight back. In this thing, he's begging and pleading and saying, why? And you see his face is a little off-put. He may be an outsider. This is the way animals work, kids work. We are assholes as a species. You hear his lisp? You know what? I had that lisp growing up. I was the short, fat kid with that lisp. Here's the problem, is that we haven't taught these kids nowadays to fucking throw a goddamn punch. And this is where we've gone wrong. Keaton Jones, yeah, he's bullied. But why do they keep bullying him? Why? Well, he's giving them the reaction that they want. In the video, they said they poured milk on him and stuffed ham down his pants. ham down his pants. Who the fuck is standing still and not throwing a punch while somebody's stuffing anything down their pants? What is this, a 1980s fucking child molestation story? No. You know, this isn't the juniors in hockey. This isn't the Sheldon Kennedy story or the Theron Fleury story. This is the reality of life, man. If you let people fucking bully the crap out of you, what are they going to do? They're going to bully the crap out of you. It's the same in any relationship you have. Your parents are beating the crap out of you. They fucking degrade you, berate you, and make you feel like shit. What's going to happen? You have two choices, really. You take it or you fight back. In abusive relationships, you take it or you fight back. You know, you can't just walk away from all of this shit. You can't just sit there and cry like a bleeding, moaning, whining little bitch. And that's what pisses me off the most. Not the fact that his family started a GoFundMe that created over $60,000 in less than 48 hours. Not the fact that every celebrity came out and said, "Way to go, Keaton. You go, boy." Here's the reality of things. Bullying has been around, like I said, I'm going to reiterate it, forever. It exists in the animal kingdom. I've raised goats, pigs, chickens, and hens and cocks. I've raised cows. I mean, like, the reality is like, no matter where you go, there's bullying in the animal kingdom. You have to teach the ability to fight back, whether it be physically, mentally, or emotionally. The more we placate to this crying, bitching, whining, moaning, complaining world, I don't care if you have a physical disability, you know, mental, emotional, I don't care. Fight. You have to fight for what is yours. You have to fight for what is right. You know, if someone breaks into your house and they said, "Man, that kid's fucked up. Let's pour milk on him," and he's going to sit there and cry like a little bitch, you know, that's quite deserved if you're going to sit there and fucking take it. You know, the last time anyone tried to even give me a wedgie, I broke their goddamn nose with my elbow, and they snuck up behind me. That was grade 6. You know, and I'm sitting there going, wow, who would do that to somebody else? And even if you're just afraid to fight back, it doesn't make a lick of difference. Fighting back is the only way to stop a bully. So someone needs to, number one, take that GoFundMe page away. Because there isn't a single solitary person on the face of this planet that I've known, and I'm willing to bet that exists, that hasn't been bullied in one way, shape, or form or another. And the other part is, his family needs to step up and teach this child how to be a man. Because back in my day, you know, 25 years ago, when I was his age, well, I think it was longer than that, but we'll just say 25 years ago, it wasn't settled by crying and bitching and whining and moaning and complaining on social media. It wasn't our mothers going, "And what they do next? And what they do next?" What it was is you either stepped up and fought, or you fucking drown in a sea of fucking bullies. Because you were the one. You were easy. You're a target. You do everything that they allow you to do. So, my message to Keaton Jones is, don't stay strong. Don't sit there and cry. Learn how to throw a left or a right. possibly both. Take a martial arts class. Get your deadbeat fucking parents to do something, to teach you something. Because believe me, this is only the beginning. Life hasn't begun to fuck you full-fledged. This is just the tip. And when it goes full-fledged straight in with no lube, you're not going to be able to survive. So, learn to fight. Throw a punch. Take your lumps. But believe me, the best methodology is to learn how to fucking fight. Take what's yours. And I say that to everybody out there. There is no other way. You know, there's a reason they say the meek will inherit the earth and only the strong will survive. Which one is biblical and the other one is just, yeah, if some shit goes down, only the strong is going to survive. Well, it's time to step up. Be strong. And I don't mean strong by crying your little fucking brains out. Somebody tries to stick ham down your pants again, headbutt him in the fucking nose. Break that shit. Elbow him. Punch him. But crying on fucking camera while your mom placates and tries to create this big sob story because y'all white trash and broke. Well, the reality is you're going to play the victim your entire life. Learn to fucking fight. Anyway, this is We Are Carnage. And we're out.